If you guys are looking for any cheap and reliable FUT21 coins, make sure to head over to u7buy.com. They sell the cheapest coins and also sell players off their website. So make sure to use code MUZ for 5% off at checkout, link in the description. So coming out of the blue corner, weighing in at 70 kg, he's 5'6" and has a whopping 81 pace, 84 dribbling, 89 defending, 87 physical, 72 shooting and 80 passing. N'Golo Kante! Now coming out of the red corner, weighing in at again 70 kg. He's a bit taller than the blue corner. He is 5'9", with a whopping 82 pace, 81 dribbling, 52 shooting, 90 defending, 90 physical and 81 passing. Makelélé.
Sing it, we will rock you.
So as you could tell by the title, I'm going to be comparing the 91 Kante with the 91 Makélélé. I've edited both their stats exactly how they are in Ultimate Team, and I'll be putting them through 4 different tests to see which performs better. Let's jump straight on in to the pace test. Okay, so first up we have got the pace test. We've got Makélélé against Kante. Makelélé's got base 82 pace and Kante's got 81 pace, but that doesn't mean Makelélé's just going to win. You never know, because it depends on balance, low centre of gravity. Sometimes like they've got to move quick as well. That's why I put movement / pace. Kante's doing really well so far. He's just ahead. Makelélé's a little bit slow. Felt a little bit slower to actually turn backwards, Makélélé, whereas Kante, I think it's because of the low centre of gravity, like I said, and the balance. It just makes him turn that bit quicker, even though he's got less pace. So Kante brings home the first W, 1-0 to Kante. Happy days. Okay, next up we have got round 2. We're doing 2 rounds per test. We've got 4 different tests, so 2 rounds of each, just to get a rough balance. And once again, I actually really try-harded for Makélélé. I try-harded for them both, but I really wanted to see and just make sure that I was going as fast as possible for both, basically. I felt like I was really quick with Makélélé this time, but you're going to see in a second, that wasn't the case. Makélélé, just again, I think it's the balance. Like, it must be several things coming together. You would not find this out on Ultimate Team. That's why it's great in skill games, but it's the turning. Kante just felt quicker. He just did. It's not even the acceleration. I think it's just the balance, like I said. And that is now 2-0 to Mr. Kante. Okay, next up we have got defend the Mininet. So the attacker's going to come in, and honestly this was a lot harder than it looks. At times I messed up a little bit, but it's a good start from Kante winning the ball. It's not a timer on this, by the way. It's literally just attempts. I think you get like 5 attempts or something like that, and you just see how many tackles you can get, and obviously you've got to defend the Mininet. So another good tackle from Kante there. Kante double ahead of Makélélé. Makélélé making a nice comeback there though. I think Makelélé's 1 attempt behind, so he may bring this back. Great tackle again from Makélélé. He's actually in the lead now. Kante, beautiful tackle. So Kante comes away with 9,400. Makélélé, can he get the last tackle? He can, which leaves Makélélé getting a point back. Now 2-1 to Kante. Okay, round number 2 of defend the Mininet. Makélélé did get a point back. Can Makélélé win this defending the Mininet once again? Makélélé starts off really well, getting an early 2,000 pointer. Kante only getting a 1,700, so it's a nice start again from Makélélé. Honestly, in terms of defending the Mininet, I didn't notice a huge difference in their tackling. But yeah, they're both insane tacklers. There's no denying that. Makélélé, obviously, back in the day was insane as well. Kante, just known for his tackling. A great 2000er from Kante there. I think Kante's going to finish first again, even though he started slower. I mean, look at the defending there from Kante. That was poor from me. But he does end up hitting the post. So Kante finishes on 9,600. And Makélélé just behind. It's now 3-1 to Mr. N'Golo Kante. Okay, we've got dribbling under control next. Literally, it's just inside the semicircle or big circle, whatever you want to call it. You just got to keep the ball away from the opponents. I found out afterwards, and I've just thought of this thought afterwards. It may be a little bit unfair on Kante because I'm playing against Arsenal defenders with Kante. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know who I was defending against for Makelele. I think it was just some random club in the Rest of the World League because I've used Soccer Aid from Rest of the World to pick Makelele. So Makelele, I would say, had a slight advantage because he's playing against easier defenders. But either way, I've honestly thought Kante was a little bit better on the ball, even though he's got slightly less points. But they've both done well to kick the ball so far. Kante's under a lot of pressure here in the corner. He's done well to keep it though. But Kante feels good on the ball. Makelele feels pretty good on the ball as well. Neither of them were that bad. Neither of them lost the ball there. So very tight scores. Makelele brings home the W to make it 3-2. He's back in the game.
Barbara Streisand.
Okay, next up we have got round 2 of Under Control. Is Makelele going to win once again and make it 3-3, or is Kante going to win this one? Honestly, the close ball dribbling and everything was really good. None of them. I'm usually quite critical with dribbling because it's the main part of my game, really. The main way I create chances and stuff like that through my midfielders, dribbling and stuff like that. But honestly, I like them both. I really did. I think, like I said, Kante has a slight advantage because he's a little bit smaller. He's got that low centre of gravity. And he just felt a slight bit better. Not hugely better, but a slight bit better on the ball. But either way, as you could see, Makelele's doing just as good. And actually Kante's in the lead by quite a bit, but then again Makelele's quickly got it back. This is actually a really tight score as to whether who's going to win this this next one. It's really tight. Oh, and Kante has just clutched it. I don't know if you saw that, but for the last few seconds Kante clutched it last second, which now makes it 4-2. Okay, jumping into the final test, we have got practice scenarios. It's basically a defending practice scenario. You've got two teammates, so you've got Kante, and I think it was Alonso, and you've got Makelele, and I think it was it Matthias? I think it was Matthias. So again, a slight disadvantage. Maybe further on into the series, if you guys have got any suggestions of how to make it a little bit more fair, or maybe some better skill games to like actually see who's better and stuff like that. It's only the first episode, so we'll see how it goes. But so far, Kante just in the lead. Kante's finishing was much better. I'll tell you that right now. Makelele with a great finish though, as you can see there. But yeah, Kante's definitely the better finisher. But good tackle back from Makelele there. It's his teammate going to score. Matthias with a great finish. So yeah, it was a slight disadvantage because Matthias has got way better finishing than Alonso. But yeah, here we go. Kante, is he going to bury it? Yes, he is. Kante's on a really good score right now. Once again, it weren't a timed one. It was an attempts one. And Kante whitewashes Makelele and Matthias to make it 5-2. And now this is officially the final round. Kante's basically won already, so there you go. Will Makelele get it back to make it a bit of a tighter scoreline, or is Kante going to whitewash him at 6-2? So Kante with a great start, and Makelele does miss. So Kante's already in the lead off of the first test. Great tackle back from Kante. I didn't actually realise, as you can see from Kante's clip there, if you're watching Kante's, you can actually be offside if you play it in front in a skill game. So I didn't actually know that. So once again, maybe I should have tried the skill game before. But yeah, it's only the first episode, so there's going to be errors. If you've got any advice to make it a little bit better and stuff like that, then do let me know. I'm planning on doing this a lot for every card, so if maybe I review one of the FUT birthday cards, get 2 FUT birthday cards and compare them both in skill games. I think it's a good idea. And so far, it's quite a tight scoreline. So this is Kante's last attempt, and he does save it, the keeper. Makelele's got a chance. If he scores, I think that's Makelele. That should be Makelele. There we go. So, clap it in for Makelele. It's only 5-3, so it's not too embarrassing. So, there we do have the first episode of, basically, I don't know what I'm going to call this, basically comparing players. I hope it's a good idea. I've been thinking of this idea for so long. but I finally got around to doing it. It took so long to make. I know it's probably, I don't know how entertaining it's going to be. I hope it's slightly entertaining. It's just an alternate thing. Most people do reviews on Ultimate Team. I thought, why not do an in-depth review on skill games? So basically, if you don't know what I did, I literally went on to edit real player in the just default menu into the FIFA menu, and I got Makelélé. I boosted his stats up to the 91 prime moment, and I also got Kante's 88 card and boosted it to the 91. I made sure they all have the exact stats and stuff like that. So if you're interested in seeing another episode, do let me know. If it's terrible, I won't do it again. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you could drop a like, that'd be appreciated. Let me know who you'd prefer out of these two, by the way, if you have used them, or even if you just haven't, just let me know who you prefer in game. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.